weekly life plan check-in. We're going to do a quick check-in today from last week's life plan I created. So if you missed last week's live, we created an entire 2026 life plan. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to link the video, the replay for that in the description. So if you haven't watched it, I need you to go and watch it because that is a must watch before you actually get to this point. So just a quick recap of what we did last week. We went through the entire 12 domains of life. We created, we created 12, well, a minimum of 12 goals for each domain. And we broke those down into three specific categories. What do you want to be, what you want to do, and what you want to have for each of the domains. And so that is the skeleton, I would call it the skeleton of the life plan, right? So from that life plan, now the onus is on you. Hi, sweetheart. Never mind, my kid is being pushed around in his little trolley looking thing and he's having a wonderful time. So from the life plan, we decided that the things that we want to do are the action steps, the specific action steps that we're going to take every single day, every single week in order to reach the goals that we have set for all the domains at the end of the year. And so the weekly check-ins are important because on a weekly basis, you're going to have to plan for the upcoming week. If you don't plan for the upcoming week, the actions are not going to get done and the goals are not going to be accomplished. So I need you to sit whichever day you want to sit, whether it want to be on a Sunday, a Saturday, a Friday. I do mine on a Friday. So yeah, that's the ideal day for me. But you can do your plan whichever day you want. And when you sit and create your weekly plan, I want to make sure that you have a couple of things in mind. So I'm pulling up my book for my notes that I wrote down. Right? All right, here we are. Okay. So here's why you need a weekly plan, right? Because you need a way to consistently measure your progress. If you do not measure, you cannot track change. That's essentially it. If you want to change, you have to have a way that you are measuring stuff. And the way you measure it is by doing that weekly check-in. Now, let me give you an example of measuring. One of my goals, my top goals for the first quarter of the year is to lose 20 more pounds. I'm coming from 180 enough post-pregnancy. My son is now 20 months old. You'll hear him going around in the background. He's now 20 months old. And I still have 20 more pounds to go. And I want to get there for my 42nd birthday, which is just under 4 months away. So I'm really, really making every effort possible to get that done. But here are some of the things. Hello. Here are some of the things that I have done in order to achieve. Well, I haven't achieved the goal yet, but I'm working to get there, right? So here are some of the things I am doing in order to get that goal. Like mark a tick, a check on it and get it out of the way, right? You got one more day left. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. I'm excited for you. I feel like it's me. Hey. So my 20-pound goal, I'm around 168, 170 right now, give or take. And so my goal is to get to 150, right? And so some of the things, no, I'm not finished yet. That's my daughter. So some of the things that I'm doing in order to get to that goal consistently is one, I have to have, and you have to have a person that is on your team for your weight loss success. My person is more than one, right? I have people. I essentially have people. I have 3 of my friends that I check in with every single week. They are like my booster. They're like my motivator. They're like my encourager. They're like, go girl. I send them my weight loss update every single week and they know exactly what's going on with me. So they are my people, right? If you don't have a people, if you don't need somebody to check in like that, if you are intrinsically motivated and you can carry yourself through, that's fine, that's good, that's awesome. But I need my people, right? So who are the people that you need to connect with in order to make that goal a reality for you? That's one of the things that's important. Good. The other thing is, what are the resources that you need in order to accomplish your goal? for my weight loss, my resources are my food. I have set specific things that I want for my diet, right? I'm cutting down sugar, I'm cutting down flour, I'm on fasting most of the days, and those are the resources that I'm using. I have a scale that I use to measure my food. Most days, I have an app that I track my food with. So, those are some of the resources I am using to get to my goal. One way that I'm measuring, and this is important, measuring the progress, is doing the tracking, right? So I weigh myself every week on a Thursday morning to see what my weight loss amount is. And I can tell you over the holidays, I added more than I took off because the ham was nice, the gungo peas and rice was nice, the jerk chicken was nice, the Christmas cake was nice. And if you have never had Jamaican Christmas fruit cake, you are missing out. Look up a recipe online, try it and eat it. But I digress. Let's get back to it. So I was up 4 pounds of the holiday and I'm trying my best to get it back down. So I use this scale to track my progress every week. I also want to get a tape measure. I should have been getting a tape measure all this time, but for the lack of not having a tape measure, there are other ways I use to measure. See this watch I'm wearing? This very watch here tells me that I am making progress. You want to know how? I just removed one of the notches off this watch. Just one of the notches. I could not wear the watch before without the notch on it. And a week and about 2 days ago, I took it off. And when I put it on and it fits, you see how snug it is? Yeah, that's because I just removed one of the notches. So that also lets me know that my body is changing and my mass is reducing. So those are some of the ways that I am tracking my weight loss goals. So think about the goals that you have for your own life in any of the domains. And I want you to take this week and identify the people who are most likely to help you to achieve that goal, whether it's somebody you have to pay, whether it's somebody just to give you encouragement, or whether it's somebody that you need to check in with, or somebody that is specifically what's the word I'm looking for? Somebody professional who is going to help you along the journey. Find that person, connect with them, share with them your goal, share with them how you want them to support you in achieving that goal, and let that person walk with you throughout the remainder of your time with regards to achieving that goal. So get your person. The other thing is find the resources. What are the resources that you need in order to achieve your goal? So whether it's you're focusing on weight loss like I am, then you know the resort. Make a list of all the resources that you have to have. It could be that you need to buy some weights. I don't know. Right? It could be that you need an exercise mat. It could just be a YouTube video. It could mean that you need to check in next week this time again to ensure that you're staying on track. Whatever it is, get your person, get your resources. And those two things are going to catapult you a step further into achieving the goals that you have set for each and every one of your domains. So before we check out, I want to find out from you if you have any questions. I'm just going to check the chat and answer any questions you have regarding to creating your life plan and your life goals. But also remind you that I did a live just a week ago, the one before this. I want you to go and click on that live. I'll leave the link for that below this video as well. And you're going to watch that video. It's a bit lengthy. It's like about 40 minutes long, somewhere there. But it is worth the 40 minutes because it gives you a comprehensive outline of how you can create a detailed life plan for this year. Whether it's 2026 or you're watching it next year, it does not matter. This is going to help you so that when next year comes, people are not going to be able to recognize you. You're going to completely transform your life with some of the very simple principles that I share in the life plan video. So that's it for this week's check-in. I'm not seeing any questions popping up. I just want to shout out to the people that were here in the chat, and I hope that you can join me next week, same time, same place, for another check-in so that we can all achieve our goals at the end of this year. All right, that's it for now. See you next week. Take care and goodbye. Bye.